till the sun comes up, baby. We get it in the pouring rain. I won't stop until my heart stops. They gon' have to force me in the grave. Until that day, there's no sleep for me. I want the world to know my name.
The war's already started, the groundwork's been laid. We're 100 men strong, you should be afraid. This is disastrous to your whole village. This is that warrior music, you don't dance, you feel it. So put your hands up and let your head bob. We ain't aiming at you, these are just warning shots. Sun up to sun up, you know how we do it. Grind till it hurts, and then we push through it. They say the hunger pains eventually go away. I ain't even broke a sweat, I could do this all day.
I think it's been a season of a little bit of ups and downs. We started the non-conference season off well, won a bunch of games in a row, then we hit a little bit of a lull, won some more games, another lull. Our expectations were certainly high this year after winning 21 games last year, won the postseason for the first time in a long time here at Ball State. And Taylor Persons is certainly a huge addition. Taylor can score, Franco can score. Franco has done a pretty good job from a leadership standpoint. He's the guy who should be a leader. He's played almost as many games as anybody in Ball State history. And then Trey Moses has really stepped up and become a really important piece for us.
Well, we got way better defensively from the non-conference when we were playing okay to when we were playing our best ball. We were pretty consistent offensively all year, but we got way better on the defensive side of the ball.
We're certainly going to control our own destiny in terms of having the opportunity to win the MAC West, either share or outright. There's 6 or 7 teams that are within 2 or 3 games, and we're in competition for the 3 spot in the league, and we're also in competition for the 8th spot. So we just have to make sure that we take every game as it comes.
Last year we didn't end well the last 3 games, and we ended up actually losing the first round tournament to a team that I thought we were better than. So I think it's good for our confidence to continue to win.
For us, just having that experience of being in situations that really matter, hopefully will give us a little bit of a leg up from last year's team.
Everybody's aware coming down the stretch of where you're at because, in our league with the top 4 teams record-wise getting a bye, everybody looks at that as being a big deal.
Getting a bye of Cleveland, that would be huge for us, and we haven't been there since I've been here, so that would be a big thing for us.
Last year, when it came down to the end, we kind of skidded out and didn't really do what we wanted to. But this year, our guys really buckled down and made sure that we took care of stuff because we didn't want to have that same feeling. So we came out and handled business. A couple games on the road were pretty big for us to win.
Caleb and Franco were here from the first day that I got here, and with Coach Whitford 4 years ago, and they had quite an experience in terms of starting out their career pretty bumpy, and winning 5 games and 7 games, and then, the last 2 years kind of turning the corner. It was just great having those guys along for the ride. In particular, both of them are tremendous character people. With Ryan and Dudu, they hadn't been with us as long. Ryan longer than Dudu, but those guys made significant contributions too. Ryan came here, transferred here at a time when we won 5 games, and he believed in us and helped us to, again, the last couple of years have a good season.
It was kind of a bittersweet feeling because it was nice to kind of celebrate what we've done and my time here, but it was like, wow, this is probably my last game that I'll play in Worthing. But looking back, it was like a happy moment. Had my family out there, it was kind of like a proud moment for my mom and dad.
It was so real, it's some of my best friends, I got my roommate Ryan, it's sad to see him leave, and it makes me really sad just to go out there and get to play like my last home game with him, and with Bob and Frank. They've been a big part of my life for the past couple of years, and it's sad to see them all go.
I watched Franco improve as a program, and I watched how our program improved with him during that time. That was the one for me that I've had since I've been here that it's probably the most meaningful or most moving to watch him, just because we've had a lot of time together. '98, the conference split into East and West. Right before that, it was one conference. And from 1998 to today, Ball State has never, ever won back-to-back division champions in the history of the school. From '98 to now, I mean, that's a real accomplishment. I mean, I think we're playing well. The biggest difference to me for our team is our defense has progressed a lot over the last couple months. And just really, proud of our guys. Senior night's always a little bit of a nervous night because there's a little extra jitters, there's a little bit of extra, all that, and we worked our way through it, and a good win for us.
Offensive rebound, House in the stick back. House two-hand dunk. Fades to the right on the baseline and knocks it down.
It's a filthy spin move Franco House just put on Rod Mills.
He's got a few point guard qualities to him. I mean, he's a really good passer. He can handle the ball in tight situations.
My biggest thing for me is just trying to impact the game any way I can every night. Whether it's defensively, rebounding, drawing to and kicking out, getting other guys involved when I'm not playing specifically well, keeping us ready to go and playing hard.
He's one of the hardest working guys on the team. His self-discipline with his nutrition. It's very hard to do the amount of time he invests on his shot. One of the things I love about Franco is he's a great father.
We had practice on Thanksgiving Day, so we were all in the gym and got done with practicing. Coach Will said what he had to say and everything he was thankful for, and then he wanted everybody on the team to go through it. Got to my first coach, Coach Grunk. He just goes up and he's like, I'm thankful for basketball and the coaching opportunity, and I'm also thankful to be having another kid because my wife is pregnant right now. And in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, my girlfriend's pregnant at the time, now she's my fiance. I couldn't believe it, I'm like, what the heck? Same time, and then a couple more players go, thankful for college, all of that. Gets to my next coach, BT, someone who I've been close with throughout the program and since he's been here in my time. And he gets up and he's like, I'm thankful for the coaching opportunity, thankful to be able to work with you guys. And my wife is having a baby too, so I'm thankful for that. And I just, at the time, I'm like, I can't believe this is going on right now. I knew when I did finally get ready to tell him that he would understand where I'm coming from and we would be in the same situation, so he'd be able to help me. And so it was a bit of a relief, but at the same time, I hadn't told anybody and I didn't know how everything worked. I didn't know what was going to happen and how it was gonna impact my life. So it was just crazy, and then it got to me, and there was no way I was gonna say that I'm the third person to have a kid. So I just was thankful for everything else and thankful for basketball and the opportunity that I got here at Ball State. So.
We talk all the time, especially leading up to the birth of his son. I already have another kid that's 2 years old, so I had just kind of gone through it, and I was going through it again. But I'll never forget when Franco approached me and told me about the fact that him and Morgan were pregnant, they were going to have a kid, and I just explained to him, like, your life is going to change, and it's going to be harder, but it's going to be for the better. Make the best of the situation, do right by the kid, do right by each other, and play ball and see what happens.
First moment I saw my son was speechless, really. I mean, I was in shock. I mean, could fit dang near in one hand. Other than his head, he had a big head like me, so I had to use 2 hands. Just like another piece of you automatically feel this love that you never really feel before that moment. And I mean, your parents probably tell you how much they love you and care about you, and I feel like until you have a kid, to experience that and get that real love, like you would do anything for them, that's the best feeling in the world.
I had a little boy 2 weeks beforehand, so we've kind of gone through that same experience as well.
Biggest thing is just helping out, getting less sleep. You never know when he's gonna wake up. He could sleep through the whole night, he could wake up 2 or 3 times at night. Definitely helped me be more responsible. I'm still, you can ask God, I'm still childish. I still mess around, joke around a lot. It hasn't really changed me much of who I am on the team. I was always a good guy when it came to that.
He takes incredible pride in being a father. And I think that says a lot about who he is, the type of person he is.
There may not be a kid that I've coached who I've been closer to. I mean, he's as much of a little brother to me as I have. I have a brother, but Franco is family.
Honestly, the biggest thing is basketball is just it's just a game I play for fun now. At times I would think of it as a job or work, and basketball isn't more than life. There's so much more to be proud of, and like when I go home or after a game, I play bad, I have 3 points and the worst game of my career or whatever, I come out of the locker room, I get to see my son and he's smiling and just ready to hug me and stuff. So, that's probably the biggest thing that changed it. Like you don't care as much about what happened on the court. Obviously you want to do well, but you come home and I got my fiance and my son to be happy with. And after basketball, I have them.
Sometimes when I block people, I just come down with it. No, not in my house. How he doing it?
No, not today. Not even in Senegal, not today. In the Mutombo house.
Growing up in Senegal, I grew up being Muslim, because like almost 90% of the population is Muslim. I had to pray 5 times a day. So you gotta pray in the morning and around 1 o'clock. You gotta pray again at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 8:30. We just grow up learning Quran and stuff like that, going to pray. Well, I was young when I started playing basketball, maybe 10, 11, something like that. But I used to play soccer. I love playing soccer. But then I was the tallest one of my friends, and they wanted me to play basketball. My mom said, you gotta go play basketball. So sometimes she used to take my soccer shoes away and put it away, or throw it in the trash, something like that, and wanted me to go play basketball. Started playing basketball, I was a point guard, being a guard. Then I got here, I got taller, and I got bigger, so that's when I started playing big man. At first I got an opportunity to go to play in Europe, because I got a lot of friends that went straight, but my mom wanted me to go to school and play basketball. After 2 2 years, 3 years, I got offered to go to junior college.
He came in with a very high body fat and had never really addressed the nutrition and physical development part of being an athlete. So we wanted him to try to get in great shape. But he was in Ramadan.
It's something that we do every year. You gotta do once a year for 1 month. Like the whole year, you've been eating and doing everything. So they want you to just 1 month to discipline yourself not to eat and think about other people that don't have no food. You can't eat or drink when the sun go up until the sun go down. So it's a little bit hard if you have to practice and stuff. No water, no food.
When you don't drink any liquid from sun up to sundown, it's not like you can go work out for an hour and 15 minutes and try to burn 1,000 calories. You can't, you're gonna pass out.
Yeah, I have a conversation with Coach Whip, actually. He respect that. Sometimes he, like, cause of me, he used to push practice up, so he wanted me to eat right away after practice.
What we worked with Dudu on was trying to create a plan that didn't violate any of the things that were really important to him. We got him to set an alarm before sunup and make sure he drank some low-calorie Gatorade, but to get some electrolytes and fluids in his system and eat a little snack in the morning. And then obviously we modified how much cardio and conditioning he was doing until Ramadan was over.
You know what? I think that it's our job as coaches and as a university to be understanding and to allow him to do the things he needs to do to represent his religion.
I think I'm really trying to go play overseas right now after this year. I think Coach knows, and I know they're gonna help me to get somewhere. I mean, I think it's cool to travel around the world because you always learn something new about the culture. Like, I think it's cool for me right now speaking English. I never thought I would speak English in my life because at home we got English classes, but trust me, I don't go to no English classes. I'm like, what's the point of going to English class and I don't speak English? So, but I think it's good to come in here, learn English, maybe go to another country, learn another language.
A 4-year drought ends today for Ball State men's basketball. For the first time since 2013, the Cardinals have earned a trip to Cleveland for the quarterfinals of the Mid-American Conference Tournament.
There was excitement and there was certainly some nerves, and I thought we showed some nerves early.
2 triples from Western Michigan, the best 2 players, Heyman and Wilder.
James Whitford might be thinking about a timeout here soon. Cardinals have now given up 2 layups in a row down in that painted area.
Sellers went down, scooped back up by Jones. Yikes.
I just saw Reggie Jones dribble the ball off his foot, and after that, I don't remember much. I just remember being on the ground.
I think we just were determined as a group. It almost kind of galvanized us, I think, when he went out to say, you know, we're gonna get this done.
I remember like multiple times guys were just stepping up and making plays. Guys were hitting shots, guys were like blocking shots, getting boards. Everything like fell into place.
Competitiveness, you know, our fight, we defended, our will to win was great, and those are things that all meant a lot to me.
Damn sure, those cats had won 10 in a row and they've had one that was within 10 points. One. Next up, all right? No, let's go.
All in on 3, 1, 2, 3, all in.
Today was full circle because that was a gritty effort. I mean, you don't ever want to see anyone get hurt, but I will say that, I mean, we had guys flying after that loose ball when Taylor got hurt, and unfortunately we got hurt because we had so many guys going after the loose ball that we ran into each other. But I thought, you know, that's the nature of that was kind of symbolic of the way our game went. I mean, I thought our effort level and our will to win was awesome. Taylor was in the hospital till about midnight or 11:30 that same night, going through a battery of tests and then coming back and seeing our trainer and going through another battery of tests when he got there. He missed the team walkthrough to go to a gym to get a workout in because they wanted to make sure concussion symptoms didn't arise while he got his first time of getting his heart rate up. So they erred on the abundance of caution to make sure he was completely fine before they would clear him, which is exactly what they should have done.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineup for the
I think when you get to the semifinals, that's when you can really start tasting, we could actually do this. We certainly didn't start out that game very well. They jumped on us.
We really weren't playing well. You know, Taylor clearly wasn't his normal self, but despite that, I loved our competitive fire. We kept hanging around, and I thought we would really hang around long enough to give ourselves a chance to steal one, but it just came out short.
James Whitford has done a terrific job at Ball State. He's used a really good formula. He's built his depth. He's got high character guys, and my hat's off to them, and particularly their point guard. If Persons can play with that injury, then he's got to be one of the toughest guys in America.
Really disappointed we didn't win because I knew we were more than capable, but really proud of the effort of the players on the floor.
His personality is magnetic. There's not one person on campus that would say K-Bob isn't a great person.
I knew that I was here to help get the guys better, and that was the point where I had to really accept my role and be like, hey, you're here to do practice squad stuff. You're here to get these guys better. You're here to, just help out with the coaches any way you can. And once I really accepted that, then I kind of got through the fact that, hey, you're not really going to play that much.
Caleb did a great job for us for 4 years. Very humble, hardworking kid, and always tried to help the team.
It was a hard role, but you just always got to come back to the fact that, hey, you're here for a reason. These guys need you. Without these guys, they're not going to get us better. And once you accept that, in your head and in your heart, and it's just hey, it's easy going from there. Proud of myself for doing it, obviously, because it's a really tough role. I'm just happy that I was able to make it through the whole 4 years. A lot of people can't say that they even played on a D1 basketball team, and let alone be 5'7".
He's a chameleon. He can blend into any sort of an environment, and that's really valuable, because he is such a good person, and he can get along with everybody. I mean, he just helped our overall team atmosphere behind the scenes a ton.
You just kind of have to find your own motivation, and my motivation was just being here and helping and accepting that role and just helping the guys, like I said, just get better and stuff.
He really helped us. He's going to be really successful in life going forward.
I mean, it makes me feel good to know that the coaches think so highly of me. I know I put in a lot of hard work, both on and off the court. I know that I can be successful, and just knowing that they feel that way about me just helps me feel better about myself and gives me some confidence that I can be successful in whatever I do. I would say I accomplished my goals.
Well, in the spring, we want to be purposeful. We want to get better in the weight room, do our skill workouts, take advantage of those. make sure we finish strong academically. But you know what I really want them to do is decompress, enjoy themselves, and be purposeful when they work. But when they're not working out, get away from the game. You know, go see a ball game, go hang out with some friends, go play frisbee in the yard, go do what you want to do. And then when we come back in the summer, it's on. You know, we have a chance to compete for a championship again next year. You know, where we'll finish. We're third in the league last year overall and second in the league this year overall. And I like to think we have a team that's in that same category where we do the things we're supposed to do. You know, we'll be one of those teams that you're talking about, hanging a banner. And I've always said that if you put yourself in that position often enough, eventually you'll break through. That's our job.